glass bone at the end of a black hole, coalesce beneath the ground. All done by my own hand, I allow my feelings to become sand. If you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong. My roots are strong. Say the word, say the word. Say the word, come on. Say the word and we can run around the earth and around the sun. Say the word and we can stay. Forget about that better place. And I know you're healing, 'cause I know the feeling. The streets stop breathing. I don't wanna let you. Say the word, say the word. I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Hello, college esports fans, and welcome to the Utah esports coverage of the CRL Western Conference Round Robin matches. We are broadcasting to you live from Building 72 at the University of Utah campus. If you come down to the lower floor, our studio actually has like a little glass wall on the side. You can come in, wave hi. Well, we might wave back. We might be too focused. You're welcome to try and find out if you are local. That being said, I am Archie, Legend of Sleek Smith, joined here by
Andrew Stencil. We got a good couple of matches here tonight. UT Arlington up against both of the Utah squads back to back. Excited to see what the Utes can bring out tonight.
Yeah, once again, this is the CRL Round Robin Western Conference. So this is going to be the second game for both of our teams in the Round Robin. So they both kind of started on a rocky foot. They didn't quite get the wins they were looking for the other day. This is their chance for redemption if they can find it. I think about time we look at a roster for the first match here. It's Utah Black. You know 'em, you love 'em. It's Alex Walter, Silva, Eagle 21, and Wizard. Stents, what can you tell us about these guys?
I mean, they had a tough match yesterday going up against Nebraska. Ended up losing that in a 3-0 pretty quick fashion. I know that between the players on the team, they were upset about that loss. I don't know if they were able to yesterday go back, watch that film, and kind of go over some strats for tonight to regain, because UT Arlington is also a pretty good team.
Do you know much about the Arlington record here, Stents?
I don't know, but just taking a look at the players on that squadron, it's going to be Echo, Adverse Meteor, and Genghis Khan. They're a pretty good team. I mean, they made it through the qualifier into the round robin stage. I believe they qualified through the losers bracket, but they looked good throughout the entirety of the bracket. They beat some very good teams in the qualifier.
Well, all right. Well, it's going to be a test for our Utah Black roster. We'll see how well they're able to bounce back after what happened there. Any predictions you want to cover before we get into it?
Just because I want to be wrong, I'm going to say UT Arlington's going to take this one maybe 3-1. If I had to guess, I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned after what I saw yesterday against Nebraska for this Utah squad. So,
yeah, it was unfortunately no. I don't think that was Utah Black's best performance at all. If you were there, again, a game to forget, I think, is what I called it on stream last time. So. That was less than 24 hours ago, so we'll see how short-term the memory of the Utes can be as we get ready for that one. That'll be very interesting. I believe, do you have the number of teams in this round robin? We got quite a few.
I want to say I want to say it's around 16 or 20.
I was going to say at least 16. So, I mean, plenty of chances for the redemption here.
But I mean,
you need to get started sooner than later, you know.
The one problem with that is you got Titans like the University of Arizona and like we saw yesterday, LSU, two very good teams, both in the Western Division. I'm not quite sure how LSU made it into the Western Division, but they're very good. And
it's kind of fun.
It's southeast. I mean, it's right in the Gulf of Mexico, Baton Rouge, you know. But
that's totally that's in the Western United States.
Exactly. It's not even in Texas. But just on the subject of LSU, talking about that game last night, LSU looked dominant. I mean, they outclassed the side of Utah Red in that one. I mean, we expected to be a little closer than it was, but LSU kind of poured it on at the end, and you kind of see why they're one of the favorites in the Western Conference.
Oh yeah, definitely a really strong team. Utah Black still has to play them. But Utah Red, they're a little glad that one's in their rear view mirror, hoping to get some more wins in said rear view mirror. I mean, like you said, Arlington, they kind of have a sort of advantage. You mentioned this kind of earlier while we were getting ready for the broadcast. This is the same UT Arlington team playing back-to-back here. They're going to be coming in warm against Utah Red. How do you expect the second team of Utes is going to kind of prepare for that disadvantage?
Well, I mean, in the second game, I still wouldn't call them a second team because between our two teams, they're both very talented. Thinking about going into that, you expect Utah Red to be prepared. You expect them to be playing while Arlington's playing their first match against Black. So, I mean, I think both teams are going to come in warm. I think it really depends on how that first game goes, though. Because if Arlington ends up losing that one, I think that they're going to go 0-2 tonight. If they end up winning it, I think that second game is going to be one to look at.
Oh, for sure. I mean, again, we always talk about how hard it can be to bounce back from tough games here, and I mean, to be honest, if you're kind of in the coaching staff for Arlington, you're sitting back and you're like, okay, these Utah Black guys, they lost one in the qualifiers. They had to come in through the losers bracket. They lose their first game. You're probably not thinking this is going to be your hardest match ever. You drop it, and you're thinking, oh, great, now I have to play these guys again.
Well, I mean, Utah, we've got good name recognition from the Utes. We continue to place very well in these kind of national tournaments. So I think they're going to come in. They're going to be ready for a dogfight. Just got to see how it's going to go down.
Dogfights are between planes, Stents.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a bunch of aerial attacks. Did you see how LSU played last night?
I did. Is there like a different name for like the same concept as a dogfight, but like on the ground in cars?
Ground war? I don't know.
Production, I need you to look that word up for me. It is very important to the sake of the broadcast that we know specifically what a grounded dogfight is called. Very important Rocket League information right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we playing like World of Tanks or something going on now, or like?
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. But we're waiting to hop into this first match here, waiting on some of the players, I believe, from Utah. But
Okay, you know, I'm going to be honest. We did get a little pop-up graphic letting us know that was happening. And I did see a UT and an A on that graphic, but it could be either one. That's all I remember.
I mean, they said UTA, so production being a little bit
It could have
unclear with their
been an
messages.
acronym for University of Texas in Arlington.
Exactly.
Or it could have been Utah, and I just forgot about the H.
I mean, that's
I'm losing
just
my mind, Stents.
big shout out to our production staff here. They make us look good. They make the broadcast run smoothly. Everyone here at Utah Esports love them to death. Without them, none of this would be happening. But I mean, yeah.
Speaking of things that happen because of our wonderful production team, if you are new to Utah Esports broadcast, you can stay on top of all of our great content and the shows we put on if you follow at Utah Esports on Twitter. That'll keep you up to speed on everything. If you want to know which of those broadcasts I'm participating in, you can follow me at Sleek Esports on Twitter.
That's a very good direct plug there. You know, I'm at Stents_, and you can see a bunch of random crap on my feed. But at this point, like I said, we're just kind of killing time for a little bit here, waiting on these players to get things set up. You know how it is. It's Friday night. Nobody knows what's going on. We're just having a good time.
I guess that makes it all right.
I mean, who knows what's going on in Texas right now?
Yeah, no. I don't know. Think about it. Okay, 1,200 miles away from Arlington right now.
Did you actually check that before broadcast?
No, but I just know that my hometown is about 1,000 miles away,
okay.
and then Arlington is about 400 miles south. And
You gotta do some geometry there. Yeah.
And I'm guessing around 1,200.
Yeah, I could believe that. Production, get us a number on that one, please.
It is very important that I know right now exactly how far away Arlington is.
Yeah, but either way, once again, I think going into this match, I wonder if this little break is gonna help or hurt one of these two sides. Because I mean, the match was set to start on the dot 10 minutes ago, about give or take a few minutes, to see if whoever's torching ends up doing better, or if whoever's being torched ends up doing better.
I mean, I know I definitely don't envy the players in this spot. I mean, have you ever been in a tournament, ready at the table, and your game gets delayed? You're just sitting there, you're sitting there, you're like, okay.
I mean, it's a big. I know.
You're ready to play, and you're not playing.
Yeah, that's a big problem in one of my other favorite esports, Call of Duty. Time torching is horrible in that. I mean, it's a console esports, so you got to deal with connection issues all the time. So add that on to torching your start in at least an hour and a half after your scheduled time.
That feels bad. I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
It's big rough out here, but
Have
shout out
you
to.
considered playing better esports?
Wow. Okay. I mean, we just got a franchise league, and people are throwing money at it. And I mean, the college league's got a pretty big prize pool coming up. I mean.
Okay. Well, as apparently I have kind of hit a sore spot for Stents there. We have unfortunately found out this is going to be a slightly longer delay than anticipated. I'm terribly sorry about that, but things will be up and running soon. We are going to have to throw this to a 10-minute break. We'll let you know exactly what's going on when we return. Welcome back, college esports fans. Sorry about the delay, and sorry for my kind of right leanings here.
Yeah, get over here. There we go.
We're all friends here at the Utah Esports Rocket League broadcast. Which we are no longer actually the Utah Esports coverage of the CRL round robin. We are now just the Utah Esports Rocket League broadcast because, unfortunately, Arlington couldn't quite make it out. We had some scheduling problems.
I think they just didn't want to play us today. I mean, it's Friday night, so.
I mean, I was personally going to call out kind of their logistics and scheduling majors, but you know what? We'll leave it at that then. Instead, for y'all, since Utah Black and Utah Red we're going to play anyway, we're going to have ourselves a little Utah scrimmage here, just so we can all still have some
Just
Rocket
a
League.
little friendly match between the brother squads, I guess.
It could be sister teams, you know.
I mean, whatever they choose to identify as.
Teams have rights too. That being said, Utah Red, it's Wicked Potatoes, Sonny and Owen. Standing against them will be Utah Black.
Yeah, we got Alex Walters, Silva Ego 21, and Wizard coming back. I mean, these are names. If you follow the channel, you know these names. You've seen these guys play before. You know what they bring to the table.
Very familiar, and for the first time, we're gonna get these two teams measured head to head. The two rosters, as we have them, have been assembled because those three are just kind of the best working togetherness ways you can split those 6 players. Now we get to find out who got the better end of that split.
Well, I mean, yeah, for us this is, I think, good because, I mean, we always have those discussions like, who do we think is the better team? Well, this is where you show who the better team is. You just tee up against one another and show who's better, and that's what we're going to see here.
Or you find out just who cares more about broadcasted scrims more. Guess that's possible.
I mean,
I hope all teams are gonna play. This might just be for funsies.
I mean, they got the free airtime. What more do they want?
It's a matter of pride on air. Whoever loses this is the B team forever, Stents.
I mean, plus they're representing their university, the University of Utah. I don't know if I can say that because of Ohio State's attempted trademark. So maybe just University of Utah. But you're out there representing your school on the main stage against one another, just putting out a little red and white game, if you would.
But you know, that's actually kind of a paradox here. Yeah, they want to make Utah look good, but the better one team does, then they're also making Utah look bad because they're beating the other team. It's kind of a
It's either a win-win or a lose-lose, depending on how you look at it. But if we see if it's close, I feel like it's going.
That's the win-win. That's when it's close. Okay, that's how they really real. Oh, speaking of making Utah look good, y'all remember when I tried to calculate how far away Arlington was? I was basically dead on the mark. You're welcome. That said, Utah Black, they're going to be Utah Orange today. Utah Red is now Utah Blue as Utah Wizard clears the goal. Away here, Wicked Potatoes taps it down towards goal. Oh! Will open it up for 1 point for the blue team. That is Utah Red.
Yeah, I mean, Utah Red, Utah Black. We missed a goal from Utah Black already. But Wicked Potatoes right there, able to tuck that one in right past the players on Utah Black. Tie this one up.
This has been a very fast-scoring game. All right. Starting off hot. Wizard and Alex Walters looking to set up an offense. Ooh, Potatoes doesn't get the clear he wanted. This is a dangerous spot for Red. Owen tries to take it away. Silva and Sonny jostling here on the left-hand side. Walters takes it away. It's on target here. No one in goal. What? Okay, Owen's close enough.
I feel like this is a very good opportunity for one of these teams to, like we kind of talked about, get some bragging rights, especially after there was some rumors of some drama going on in the Discord between players on both of these teams to kind of operate as a unit. But as I say that, shot goes on for Wicked Potatoes. They're unable to put it home. But like I said,
there's Sonny. He's going to cross in front of the crossbar. Owen wants to get it, but instead it's Black on the attack here. Potatoes with the save. The man never rests.
Yeah, I mean, this is back and forth. This is kind of what we expected. I mean, it's a scrim, sure, but I mean, it's against some people. It's against people you know, so you're always going to want to play a little better. There's going to be a little bit more of that emotion on the line.
Pride, bragging rights, the ability to sleep at night, all on the line right now.
I don't know if I go that far, but I feel like no matter what happens, they'll be able to sleep pretty good tonight.
Probably. They will get to bed much earlier than the original schedule and plan. Now, Wizard, He's going to tap it down low for some help from his team, but no! It's Wicked Potatoes who gets some help from his friend Owen. Does make the save. He tries to carry it out, but Black has the aerial control. Wizard here on the attack as Red turn it back once more. This game started incredibly fast scoring. It's now been about 2 minutes since the ball's gone in.
Well, I mean, they're using this for practice. You can tell it looks like a little bit more hectic gameplay than what we would expect to see in a league match.
Oh, Owen does get that shot on target and will put his team up 2-1. Utah Red takes the lead for the first time.
You see it right there. I think Season 11 Dunk Master. He's going to put that one home for the point there. Between these two teams, what do you think is going to separate them in this one?
Well, what I was getting ready to say before Utah Red got a goal here was Utah Black, they thought they would be playing right now. Yeah. Utah Red thought they'd be playing 2 hours from now. So Utah Black, they did all the warming up they were going to be doing to play Arlington. Red was warming up to warm up. And so I figured Black would kind of have that edge here, which did get them a goal before the game even started. But Red, playing the patient game, has found a way in anyway.
I mean, both of these teams share the same coach, so you feel like the strategies can be very similar. The attack, the game plan. But right here,
oh, I love that from Wicked Potatoes. Clears out the defender the old-fashioned way. Sets up Owen for the shot.
Yeah, that was a big bump right there out of Wicked Potatoes. They are wise out there to open up the lane for Owen to send it home. Utah Red looking like the better team so far.
They do have the edge at the moment. But Black, they have the offensive pressure here. Walters can't quite get it from Owen, so Sonny looking to go on the attack. Shut down here. Potatoes off the roof, gets it to Owen. Wizard has the ball to the ground, cross into the corner. It's really stalled out here for the moment. Sonny has an opportunity on target in the goal. 4-1, Utah Red.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we have a good. We kind of know what the players, what we're going to be able to see from them in this one. Sonny and Wicked Potatoes both going to be some stars for the side of Utah, but Owen, once again, we've already seen him score a couple of times. No weaknesses on that side of Utah Red. I'm looking to see a little bit more from Utah Black here, especially after their performance yesterday against Nebraska. I'm a little bit concerned for their future right now because they don't look to be up to snuff compared to some of these other teams.
Wizard, he heard that in the future, wanted to try and make a goal happen there. All over the map in one play here. Now it's Potatoes making the offensive push forward. Owen with the assist, but no, it's on Sonny to finish it, but he can't. Utah Black, they make the stop here, force the full rotation back from Red. And this is getting a little hectic. I mean, Wicked Potatoes on the offense right now. I think this is kind of really exciting. Seasons past, we've been really used to Wicked Potatoes and Owens being very defensive players here. They kind of relied on Sonny and Dark Fox.
You think Dark Fox when you go back and watch the VOD and think about previous seasons. That man was a legend.
But now, I guess, since Dark Fox has graduated, he's in the coaching role now. Potatoes and Owens, they have to have stepped up and kind of fill that offensive gap. And honestly, the shoe fits.
I mean, they are by no means bad players. They both are very talented.
It was just a defense focus.
Yes. It's like they did what their team needed them to do, and that's exactly what you want out of your teammates. But looking forward to the next match in this scrim. I'd like to see Utah Black take less risk, because that's one of the complaints that we had for them in their game yesterday. Is that they were playing a little too hectic, a little too fast. Maybe try to slow down the game play and try to work on some of your mistakes.
Oh, they might have an opportunity right here at the end. No, Potatoes takes that one away. So that's going to be the end of this contest here. Silva has one more real chance at it. Help from Walters. Not quite going to be there. They're not waiting to shut this one down. Utah Black, I feel like I wanted to say this before. They are playing like a team that has something to prove, to say the least. It's very aggressive. It's very fast-paced for sure, which is good to a certain extent. I think when you're forming a team, when a team's first coming together, you kind of want to play like that. I think that's kind of one of the easiest ways to find synergy is, like, if everyone is functioning at an 11 right now, bam, that's the easiest way to kind of sync players up. But I feel like kind of Utah Black is probably past that point. It's time to find a more sustainable pace back here, and sync at that level is what we really need to see this team do right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your teammates. Don't do too much. I think that's part of their problem right now is they're trying to do too much, and it's costing them. Settle down, trust the players around you, and I feel like you'll be having a much better experience.
Oh, most certainly. I mean, Utah Black's probably feeling a little cheated right now. They got one goal in that game, and it was before we cut to them. That's just doing them dirty.
No, it's not. Score another goal while we're on broadcast.
Cold.
If you want airtime, show up.
Cold.
It's a scrimmage, okay? We got to go after the players a little bit. We got to poke them. You know how coaches always go in there, always antagonize people a little bit during practice, then during games it's all support. That's how it works. This is the time to get better.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been pretty fun. All right, game 2. We are here at the start this time. No pre-game shenaniganries, thank you.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you call a shenanigan. I'm sure there's some trash talk going down in the Discord right now.
Oh, probably. Walters wants that shot. Silva wanted it just as bad. And on says, sorry, mate, receipt expired. The first goal in under 10 seconds promotion, that has ended.
Yeah, your coupon has expired. Please try again. Owen's going to try, and he's going to succeed with the assist from Wicked Potatoes. Early lead to Utah Red. Taking another look at that one. The defense was there, but Owen able to play it off the redirect, off the wall. Love to see that. Not much more to say than that.
Yep, some Wicked Shays coming into play there. Anyway.
Off this 50-50, you're going to see Silva sky it into the Utah Red zone right here, but it looks like Owen's going to be able to clear this for now. Nobody back on defense quite yet, but we see the rotation coming in. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is.
All right, it was a tough defensive spot, but Black, they find the Silva lining to make the save in time. But Owen wants to find, oh no, just couldn't get that little down flip fast enough, won't find the connect. It sends it to Owen, passes over the crossbar. Here's Walters clearing it out. Sonny to receive, stops at half field. Walters has the chance here, but it's all Owen and Potatoes. See,
some of the stuff I'm seeing out of Utah Red right now reminds me of LSU from yesterday. But LSU, every single chance they got, they put it in the net. Utah's getting close, but not quite there.
Now is Weisart sending it wide, almost goes over Potatoes. Comes to follow up on his own rebound, but Wicked has the clears. Sonny has the setup, and follow-up not there for Red.
Yeah, I feel like Wicked Potatoes was playing for the boost there and rotating back. Trying another shot just like that. And ended up working out. Owen with the little love tap to finish that one off. 2-0 to Utah Red right now. Taking a look at this. Wicked Potatoes kind of playing it towards the center. Owen with a little bit of a kick flip there over the back. Little back flip action to get that dunk. Looks good.
That one is a classic just Utah Black defender. Seemed to be a little low on boost in that scenario. Couldn't maneuver around to stop that follow-up shot. But now Walters gets one right on there.
They heard us talking trash, and they wanted to point out, hey, we're pretty good at this too.
They got the touch. We'll see if they've got the power. As far as we know, Walters is the only Utah Black player who has scored. We don't actually know who opened it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We weren't there. We weren't there in time, unfortunately. But in this one, Utah Red holding that 2-1 lead. So this is anyone's game right now.
That first goal was shot in the net, but we were too late. Nope, that's not how it goes. Anyway, Owen looking to put some blame on this goal. Sonny does give Rocket League a good name.
Yes, he does. He's able to rock it in, able to put that one into the net. That's some good team play there, setting Sonny up for that goal. Right now, Utah Black, I wonder what's going through their comms right now, because I know yesterday they were very disappointed in their performance, as was Utah Red. But right now, I mean, I feel like these guys play each other all the time. So I'm kind of curious, wonder what the stats are in between them. Because, I mean, yes, scrims don't tell you everything. Because this is where you try out new things. But
Potatoes up a left hand 90. Once again, he likes that shot. That is kind of where a lot of Potatoes' shots go in.
I mean, because, yeah, once again, he usually rides back a little bit to play that defense. So he ends up coming in after both of those offensive players set him up. So, I mean, usually he has enough time to line it up and aim for the corner.
Okay. Being said, Red is up 3 here. Wizard and Walters trying to get some more points for their team. Silva has it in the corner, can't get it away from Sonny though, who's now leading the charge for Red. Stopped out by Wizard, not giving it up easy. Red side of the field, Silva, it's on target. No, Owen looks it away at the last second.
That's the thing when we watch this, whenever I see Utah Black have a scoring opportunity, there's always a player from Utah Red back in goal. But vice versa, I don't see it happening. Utah Black they're getting a little too aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. As you see that, there's no one back. Alex is pushed up a little bit too far, I think, for the side of Utah Black. So maybe they got to go back and take a look at how they're setting up defensively to be giving up all of these goals.
It is looking rough. Wizard has the opportunity with the wombo from Alex Walters. They will reduce that score differential by 1. It's a much closer contest now.
Well, I mean, that right there shows you what I know, because, I mean, that is the benefit to playing up a little bit further, is that you have an extra attacker and you're able to get a goal. So I guess when you're playing down like this, then you can afford to get a little bit extra. Right here, we might be able to get a free goal, but Sonny able to rotate back and stop that one.
Eyes in the back of his vehicle. Sonny stops that one right out. Black on the defense here. Owens waiting for a chance to come in. Wizard's been renewed. Oh, the touch from Sonny a little too high for Owen to receive. So now it's Black's opportunity. Davis quick to redeem the scenario. Puts it in Wizard's court. Can he clear it away? Sends it high. Can he get it wide? We'll be able to do just that.
You know what I just thought? I just thought of a meta question. So are these remote controlled cars, or are there drivers inside of them? What do you think?
I mean, it has to be remote control. The G-forces involved in any of these collisions.
Well, are we saying that the operators are even human, or are these like aliens? Look at the crowd there. Those are just like blobs, you know?
They are circles. They appear gelatinous. That would probably render them immune to any kind of like G-force pain.
Yeah, I think the question is, are they even carbon-based life forms? Yeah, let's get back to the game, though, after a little bit of a sidebar there. It's still 4-2, 40 seconds left in this game number 2. Utah Red holding down that lead, looking to extend it right here. Wickham Taylor's going to get a shot on net, skies it right in under the crossbar. Taking a look at it. Sonny setting them up for this one. Nobody back there. Wizard unable to get anything on that ball. Beautiful stuff from Utah Red.
Looking pretty solid. 30 seconds left. If Blackjack gets a goal once every 10 seconds, they win, right?
I mean, okay, no, they tie when we go to overtime. But then if they do it again in overtime, they win because, you know, that's sudden death overtime. Sonny's going to sky that back. There's no one there, but as I say that, it was a little too slow to make anything happen. But Owen's going to try to. I feel like Utah Red right now is playing a little bit unsafe, is how I'm going to put it.
Well, when you have that cushion, that's exactly what you can do. If you get scored on, no big deal. You're still up 2. If you score 1 more, then the other team's just demoralized. You broke the car, and now you break the man.
Well, I mean, you don't really want to demoralize these guys.
All right, well, we're all supposed to be on the same team here.
We're all from the University of Utah. We want our brothers to succeed, but obviously not when we're playing against them. A little bit of intramural action.
I mean, well, when you put something on stream, when you put it out there for the internet to see, gloves are off, manners have been removed.
I mean, they're just trying to flex on their timelines right now. They want to be able to post some clips on Twitter, Insta, you know, show everyone, yeah, we're good, you know?
And yeah, this is probably a pretty good live moment for Utah. Like, yeah, we still got it.
I mean, yeah, especially after last night, both teams getting beat pretty handily. So I feel like this is a very good opportunity once again to just tee up and knock some teeth.
Now, Black, they have removed a few molars, but I think they want to get some canines while they're at it. Wizard bears his own teeth here. Silva could finish it, and once more, the opening goal goes the way of Utah Black. That is some nice stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit sloppy off the rip there. A little bit of dirty playing from both teams, because I mean, that's very hard to stop and very hard to execute at the same time. So that's kind of a 50-50 situation in and of itself.
It's kind of like a throwback to Game 3 against LSU for Utah Red, though. LSU did get one right off the rip that actually looked a lot like that one. Though, I mean, lessons are being learned on both sides after all.
You got Silva with the demo on Sonny. I wonder if that's going to cause a little bit of that one. That was almost an own goal from Sonny, but in the end, that's going to end up benefiting the side of Utah Red. There's no one back in goal, but it's not centered quite yet for someone from Utah Red to put it on goal.
They're not quite there. Sonny off the wall, wanted to set himself up, but just passes it Wizard's way instead. Owen puts it to Black's corner here. Rolling it down and sets up Walters to get an attempted clear. He has to get it past Potatoes. Kinda does that, and hey, yeah, it's on the side of the field they want. It works.
Yeah, I mean, right now Utah Red is playing, I feel like, for just the second time in this series, down by a goal. I feel like this is a good test to see if they can execute any set strategies in this one.
Sonny sets that ball in the goal, ties the game up. Well, I think it's kind of interesting to see Utah Red. They seem to kind of play with their hearts on their sleeves a little bit. Game 1, they start out behind. It takes them a while to tie it back up. Game 2, the same thing. But Game 2, where they start off well, they just make it more and more well. Really, they like working with a lead here.
I mean, pouring it on is always a fun thing to do. As I say that, Utah Black almost able to take the lead once again there, but the defense comes in just in time.
It's basically a tie game here at 3:30 on the game clock. Anybody's contest. Sonny stops Silva. Potatoes stuns out Wizard there. Potatoes opportunity, but Walters takes it away here. Silva has to carry the ball towards his own net to get it out. Risky maneuver, but it pans out. Black on the attack here. Owens the opposition. He can control the ball all right. Sonny gets it to the ground. Owen gets it over the defenders. He's relying on some help from Potatoes. And oh, that would have been hot if it connected.
Yeah, I mean, right now, just back and forth. I mean, this is the closest I feel like that this scrim has been so far. Which is what you expect, because when it's a tie ball game, you're just really going to focus on trying to get the lead, but also not giving up a lead.
It is a tight rope to balance, and both teams, they apparently brought their little balance. Oh, Potatoes!
That was a finesse shot. Oh my! Is that allowed? That man from way downtown catching them out of position. That can't happen if you're Utah Black. What are you doing?
Okay, so that was like long range, off the back wall. It looked really cool, but I had to ask Stents, did Potatoes even do that on purpose?
I mean,
Can you aim that shot?
I mean, yes. I mean, do you expect it to go in? No. I mean, because at that point he's just trying to get the clear, but there's no one back further enough to get to stop that from going in. I mean, sometimes you just get blessed by the other team being out of position.
It can be like that sometimes. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it goes the other way, and you're like, darn, that sucks. But hey, maybe next time they'll favor me. Said, Wizard going forward, gets it near the goal, but Wicked Potatoes with the save once more. Walters can't get it past Sonny here. Red hasn't cleared it just yet, so Black has another opportunity. Crosses near Red's goal, but they will keep it safe for the time being. It's dropped under 2 minutes.
Yeah, looking at this one, it's just a little bit of back and forth gameplay from the middle. That was a big misplay by Owen. Own goal right there. Maybe he just felt bad. Maybe he just wanted to give him a shot going into overtime. Look at that Wizard's going to hit it right there. Owen with it looks like a miscommunication there because you saw two players from Utah pushing forward to try to clear that. And Owen hits it. Other players out of position. Wasn't expecting Owen to hit it, and that's how goal happens.
I mean, sometimes it's okay to kind of pass the ball back because, you got a teammate there. Owen with the redemption already. You could just kind of feel into the play like the whoops and the hold on, guys, I got this.
That right there is a set play. They've done that thousands of times in practice, and just able to beat Wizard right there. Because, I mean, from both teams, that's a very common occurrence from the starting 50-50s to have that happen. So both teams were ready for that and expected that. Just one team execute just a little bit better.
That will restore Red's lead. Owen sends it in the corner here. Potatoes can't quite get it over Wizard's head, but that's okay. Sonny was there waiting. Bounce it off the wall. Owen is He's supposed to be the playmaker in this spot. He doesn't get the angle he wants. Izard trying to make the big play, but Red, no problem wasting time here on the opposite side of the pitch.
Yeah, once again, there's just under a minute remaining now. Utah Red with the 1-goal lead and the 2-0 series lead. Right now, Utah Black's got to make something happen.
Oh, they might have that opportunity. Walter send it to Silva. Potatoes just in the nick of time. That could be a game-ending save. Sonny might have a game-ending goal here. Needs a little more. And that puts Red up 2 with less than 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the time for Utah Black. Show up. You got to show up right here, right now. Otherwise, you're going to have 0 bragging rights until you guys play.
That will be rough here. If they don't beat Red now, the only chance of redemption they're really going to get on stream is to like beat some team that Red loses to. And right now that means beating LSU, which is a bit of a tall order at the moment. So I think they'd have much easier kind of keeping their pride intact if they just win this now.
You know what would be something lit? I don't know if we can make it happen, but I'd love to get in and cast that U of A versus LSU game. Oh my, that turns me on a little bit just thinking about it. But right here with 7 seconds left, 2 goals needed for Utah Black, it's not going to happen.
It is currently on Red side of the field. Sonny's keeping it on the ground, except for the part where he rolls it right off the ground just as time runs out. Silva gets to connect on the ball. Potatoes keeps it alive for some reason. Alex Walters has it in the air here. Black, they're clinging on to their pride. No, Sonny's the one who wants one more. He taps it. It's out. No! Wizard gets one more save, but he might have to make another. Owen wants it. Sonny's going for it, but they just keep popping it a little too high. Black lets that one settle down. Utah Red 3-0 establish themselves as a hell of a Utah roster.
Yeah, I mean, right there, Utah Red taking home that scrim match. Unfortunately, we had to cancel both of the matches tonight. Well, not us. Unfortunately, UT Arlington unable to make it tonight for both of the matches. But at least we got to see a little bit of a scrim action there. Both teams from Utah were ready to play. So we decided, you know what, let's just chuck it on there, have a little bit of fun.
We did have a bit of fun. We get to see a Ute team win, so that's always refreshing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, last night we didn't get to see that, so it was refreshing today.
Well, that being said, that is all the content we have for you here today, but that is not all that Utah Esports is up to here. Tomorrow, Saturday, there will be an Overwatch broadcast as well. Keep an eye on the Utah Esports Twitter to find out exactly when that's going to happen. And again, next week we should be returning to Thursday, Friday, Rocket League broadcast. This should be like a whole recurring thing, I believe.
Yeah, I believe definitely Thursday. I know Fridays are kind of up in the air because, I mean, as much as we love hanging out here on Friday nights, we know people have places to go, things to do, people to see, drinks and good times to be had. I mean,
but there's also an Arlington team to play. They should be back for that one. So
we'll see. But I know eventually we're going to get that one on stream for you guys so we can see that.
All right, well, that being said, that's going to be all for us tonight here. Thank you again for joining us. I have been Archie Sleek Smith. You can follow me on Twitter at Sleek Esports.
I've been Andrew Stencil at Stents_ on Twitter or on any various social media website.
Ooh, consistency. Anyway, this has been the Utah Esports Rocket League broadcast from Building 72 at the University of Utah. Thank you all, and have a good night.